right, so can someone survive from a brain tumor? And what are the actual statistics behind that?
Absolutely, someone can survive a brain tumor. I am living proof that even in the case of a bad tumor in a bad location, you can still survive. As far as the actual statistics, there's a lot that depends on the location of the tumor and whether or not it is benign or malignant. So what does that mean? The location of the tumor indicates what part of your brain the tumor is located in, and therefore what critical functions are being compromised because of the location of the tumor. So a tumor near your language center might mess up your language, but other parts of your functionality might remain exactly the same. So that is something that would very much be survivable, and hopefully through a process of surgery or radiation, depending on the necessities of your tumor, you could totally survive. Now, the other thing that is dependent on that is whether or not it's benign or malignant. Now, what does that mean? That means, is it a innocent tumor or is it a cancerous and destructive tumor? Those are the two main factors. Now, as far as statistics and numbers, about 72% of the brain tumors that get diagnosed are benign. They are not cancerous. Most of those people will have the opportunity to keep living good lives. They may have complications, they may need surgeries, they may have things that need to be done. They may lose some abilities or functionality, but odds are they will live for quite a while and be able to carry on with their lives. Yes, they may lose certain abilities or functions based on the location of their tumor, but many, many people live with brain tumors or after a brain tumor is removed surgically. Now, the statistics are much lower when you dig into that 28% of the population that gets diagnosed with a cancerous tumor. When it is brain cancer, it is dependent on the types of brain tissue and cells that are involved in the cancer. And there are certain kinds that have very, very, very low mortality rates. Glioblastoma is one of those that has some of the lowest survivability rates. There is something like only 3 to 5% of the population that lives for even a couple of years after that kind of diagnosis. So really, it is very dependent on the type of tumor and whether or not it is cancerous. Now, the type of tumor is also indicative of whether or not there is a problem somewhere else in your body. What does that mean? If you have breast cancer, you could also end up with a brain tumor because tumors can spread from one part of your body and cancers can spread from one part of your body to another. So whether or not it is a primary tumor, meaning did it start in the brain, or is it a secondary tumor, meaning it started somewhere else in your body and it spread to your brain? Those are all some of the factors that weigh into it. And while, of course, I am not a doctor and I don't have medical training, I've done a bit of research, I've had a lot of experiences myself, and I now have a community of friends in the brain tumor group that we reach out to each other and we share our stories. And we do want you to understand that just because you have a benign brain tumor doesn't mean that life is just easy going. Yes, it means hopefully you will be able to survive, but you may still have additional struggles and challenges that you experience throughout the remainder of your life or for some given period of time. So that was a long answer. The shorter answer is yes, you can survive a brain tumor, especially those that are benign and they're in less critical parts of your brain.